Michigan State heads to Rutgers. Rutgers is a 4.5-point favorite, total of 39 on this one. It's 11 a.m. Central Time on the Big Ten Network. And pull it up on the screen. This is what I have for the full season. If Rutgers is a 4.5-point favorite, I have them favored by 5.29. That total of 39, I've got the total at 36. Again, I would not trust my totals numbers. My model is not great at that. I'm trying to figure that out. But regardless, I have Kyle that helps me out with totals if I need them, and he's fantastic at it. Rutgers, 118th in plays per game. Michigan State, number 77. Michigan State talking about swapping out quarterbacks, etc. The defensive numbers for Michigan State are not bad, but you also have to look at who they've played, right? Rutgers, number 15 in strength of schedule. Michigan State, number 60. Like, that's the fact that you're into week 7 and you're a Big Ten team and your strength of schedule is 60, that should tell you something. So let's look at over the last 4 weeks. And yes, Rutgers is a significantly better football team overall. The issue, though, is Michigan State's rushing defense still, over the last 4 weeks, number 6 in PPA per rush. They are number 1 in rushing explosiveness allowed. They are number 24 in rushing success rate allowed. But teams are only running the ball about 40% of the time on them, as you can see right there. When your rush rate is, 15th, which is 15th allowed, only 40%, teams are throwing the ball all the time on these guys. Rutgers is not great at throwing the ball. They're number 124 in pass explosiveness. They are number 62 in passing success rate, but they only throw the ball 45% of the time. You see the drastic difference here? 54% rush rate to a 41% rush rate for the defense. I think Rutgers still going to have some success on the ground here. Stuff rate. Like, that's a massive indicator of whether or not you're really having success. They can't get stops at the line. Michigan State can't. So, the simple thing, net points per drive, Rutgers is number 46. Michigan State is number 127. The net explosiveness, like, Michigan State's offense is not explosive. Their defense can stop explosive plays. But if you're going to have a chance of pulling off an upset, you got to be going against a team that allows explosives. And Rutgers is number 1 in the country in defensive explosiveness allowed. You're not going to be able to hit those big plays on them. Turnover margin, big time in favor of Rutgers. Penalties per game, big time. This is a well-coached team, a really well-coached team. And Michigan State, here's what I would certainly look at. If you don't want to bet the whole game, if you can't trust Rutgers for a whole game, I understand. Look at the first half point margins, okay? Michigan State is number 125 in first half point margin. They get off to slow starts. Rutgers is number 38. They are plus 4.8. That's something to pay attention to. I would certainly look at Rutgers first half, but I'm just looking Rutgers overall on the game. So give me Rutgers minus 4.5 here. I think I trust them. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter at GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.